Hello, everybody. Welcome to the wrestling conference. Happy 316. I'm Dwayne.
Jeffrey Mone.
Pedro here, Pedro here. Wait, yeah, here we go. No, see, here we go. Here we go again. Here we go again, doing that thumb.
Until he fixes it, I'm not. Yo, until he fixes it.
That's not gonna last too long.
No. Pedro, I got some stuff. I think I got some
Some
ideas.
thoughts.
I got some thoughts on what that sign may be. But
Oh,
before we begin, thanks for watching the wrestling conference. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, let you know when a new wrestling conference drop. Please comment below. Let us know what do you think of this week's wrestling, and let us know what you like, what you don't like, and if you agree or disagree. All right, so we're gonna start off. We usually start off with WWE, not this time. We got to start off with CEO, 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 CEO. So I'm dead about to call her Sasha Monet.
Sasha
Mercedes,
Monet.
Mercedes
You mentioned the two characters up.
is officially all elite now.
You mixing the two companies.
She's all elite now.
For now, she's the top tier. Like I said, in a month or two, she's gonna be a used toy. She's gonna be treated like a used toy and go back with the rest of the peasants at the AEW.
No, she's this is where the revolution is. It's in AEW.
For now, in 2 months, she's gonna be off TV for like a week. Every other week she'll be there.
Yeah,
Unless she starts a big feud with somebody, then. But the entire year, she ain't gonna be in the top of the mountain for the entire year. I'm telling you that right now. 2 months.
How you feel, Jeff? How you feel about Mercedes?
I mean, good for Mercedes to, finally be back on national television with where she wants to be. I hope everything goes well for her. Honestly, I'm indifferent to all of it.
And apparently, she's been signed for like the past 2 months. They just never debuted her because they was waiting for that Boston tour.
I mean, I have nothing against Mercedes going to AEW. It's best for her. Something different than the WWE. She brings new flavor to the women's division, which they needed badly. It's just that I'm just curious to see how this run goes. What's she gonna do in AEW? Who's she gonna feud with?
We got a couple of glimpses on her debut on Wednesday.
Yeah, it seemed like they might continue the feud between her and Willow, maybe. Her and what's this girl's name? The TBS champion.
Oh,
Julia Hart. They can maybe start some beef there. Start off slow. Start off kind of slow. Work your way up to Tony Storm and stuff. Maybe Brett might pop out. Never know.
And remember, Britt's not exactly too happy right now in AEW.
Who?
Britt Baker.
I mean, she's not injured. We just don't know why she's out.
They got nothing to do with her right now. They got nothing for her. I mean, I've been seeing social media that lady's partying. She's taking advantage that Chugs, aka Adam Cole, is injured, so she out clubbing. I'm like, I wonder how he feels about it.
Oh no, let's not have another Rusev situation.
Yeah, and Chugs is I keep calling him Chugs, but Adam Cole is a happy guy. We'll know, and he's an emotional guy too. I'm telling you that right now. I'll be watching him playing these video games, and he's just crying when a character's toe breaks. So we'll know if he disappears for a while and he's depressed. Why? This girl I doubt it. They've been together for so long, but we'll see. We're over here. We gotta talk about wrestling. We're talking about
Yeah,
relationships.
man. Over here, Bonchi Chando.
Yo, so uh we had like a few the Bang Bang Scissor Game broke up.
Again,
For the best.
It is for the best. Just run through AEW a little bit because this show wasn't all that. I didn't like the Warlow and Samoa Joe match.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like you built up Warlow to be this monster and then that's it.
Go to sleep.
Yeah. Had him late like flat out like
Like a dead
hey,
body.
oh, gone.
Like a dead body.
So it's like, all right, cool. And I hate the fact that, like I said, they built up Warlow. And to me, he just seemed like second fiddle to the real feud between Samoa Joe and Swerve.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. I don't know. It's just I don't like it.
I mean, maybe there'll be some follow up. Maybe Adam Cole gets mad that Warlow let him down, and he starts acting like Austin during the invasion and stuff.
And the thing is, Cole's literally still not ready to come back because of that ankle. So it's still gonna be a while before Cole can really impact anything besides on the mic. He got, you know how it is. He's gonna come back. The only way to do it is to do it yourself or whatever type stuff. When he finally gets that ankle here. But for now, he can't do nothing but talk.
Yeah, but right now, Warlow's a choke artist.
So you think it's gonna be Swerve versus Samoa Joe at AEW Dynasty?
It's looking like it's going down that road.
And I think, and it feels like, because if I kind of feels like if Swerve don't win this match, it's done.
He's going back down the ladder.
Yep, going back down the ladder, and I don't know who else could be in that position. You can't say Will Ospreay too early; just got there.
Yeah.
You could say Daniel Bryan, maybe Daniel Bryan versus Samoa Joe. You can do that feud.
Commander.
Too early for Okada, just got there. Wait.
And what they're gonna do? They're gonna bring Hangman Page again and put him in the main event for the title all over again. How many title shots has these? With all these toys, and we keep seeing the same faces over and over.
No, Swerve. They elevate Christian.
Yeah, but he's in that Infinity War with Adam with Edge.
Adam Copeland.
That war is forever. Those two.
Edge retired from WWE, so it's Adam.
But once Adam Copeland defeats Christian will be free to get that main event push.
How many times he's defeated Christian though?
Oh, Christian versus Samoa Joe.
Like TNA.
Yeah. I see Samoa Joe squashing him.
or Christian versus new champion Swerve. I don't know. But yeah, this week to me feel like it was down from last week.
Yeah.
Like I said, the main event, Willow versus Riho.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't it.
Just to see another glimpse of the CEO come out.
Yeah, that wasn't it for me.
That's where that match happened. So Mercedes came out again.
But you could have did that if she came out first. If she opened the show, you could have had her come out second to main.
Mm-hmm.
Like second to main, you could have still did it.
You know how Tony does it when it comes to the debut of new toys at the hometown. You gotta show it off. You gotta show it off fast. He's impatient. Remember when Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan debuted the same night, back to back. He had to show his new big toy
too
fast.
good. It was too good to hold on to them. He just had to come out. Like back to back, matter of fact. Back to literally back to back.
In the same session. It's not like Adam Cole came out, then a match or two happened, and then Daniel Bryan come on. No. They came out 3 seconds apart. Now he's doing this with Mone. He's gonna burn her out. People are gonna get tired of just watching her, and this only
that's what he does. He uses them a lot. Look what he did with CM Punk. CM Punk was on everything.
And they were in Chicago like at least once a month. Not once a month, like once every week. They was in Chicago just to CM Punk could be happy.
I just want to see how many times we're gonna be in Boston.
And just to get that pop, a reaction of the crowd. Oh, the hometown hero. Come on now.
No, I just find it funny how Mercedes took the time to dance before saving Willow.
No, I didn't that's the thing that got me. She can't CEO. She came out, did her little pose,
and then she walked. She didn't run.
She walked, and then she casually walked. I'm like,
take your time, girl. She's only getting beat up, right?
If someone's getting hurt, you really gonna take your time? She's getting jumped.
She gotta bask in the ambiance.
Hey, that's crazy, but hey, it is what it is. I don't know.
We'll see what goes down. This conversation is gonna be completely different in a month or two. I'm telling you right now. We might not even mention Mone in a month or two.
We might. I don't know. I can't say for sure. You never know.
That's why I'm giving it. That's why I'm giving it a month or two.
She might change the women's division. She might make it good again. She might make it talkable. We just gotta see what happens.
We'll find out in a month or two, like I said. I mean, WrestleMania is only 3 weeks away. In 3 weeks, we're definitely not gonna hear nothing from because WrestleMania is gonna take over the world.
Oh no, like stuff going on right now, like with the whole Mercedes thing and all the other stuff. People are still talking about WrestleMania,
and I want to know what are they gonna do on night one because WrestleMania night one Collision's on that Saturday. Who's gonna watch Collision on night one of WrestleMania?
Hey! I'll be watching Collision.
He's gonna be watching night one himself.
So Pedro, check this out. They're gonna try to book as much as they can because they did this with
Elimination Chamber.
They did it with Elimination Chamber. They did it with Royal Rumble, and they did it with SummerSlam.
And nobody was watching.
They're going to book that show like it's a pay-per-view.
Yep.
Last time they had a cage match. Then I think last time again they had like a street fight or something like that. It was like a street fight.
I'll be watching Bryan Danielson versus Commander that night, okay?
I want to know what is the plan for Collision night one. I got to know.
They move it to Friday.
Nah, SmackDown. They still got SmackDown.
They'll take their chances.
Sunday. They can't go Sunday. That's night 2, and that's Cody versus Roman. The world wants to see this story. There ain't no way they're doing anything on that Sunday.
They're going to try their best. You can't say you're going to compete with WrestleMania. They're going to try their best.
The ratings is gonna. I gotta see the ratings that day. I have to. The ratings on Collision that day. Oh my god.
We should do a wrestling conference during WrestleMania. We'll compete with WrestleMania.
Shit, I think we'll get more ratings than Collision that day because we're gonna be watching WrestleMania at the same time.
Yeah, people will be like, "Hey, what do these guys think?"
But now that we're talking about WrestleMania, let's get into it.
I mean, there's a lot of pyro going up on my screen. It's kind of cool.
What's going on with your screen?
I thought I thought someone blew up a smoke bomb around you.
What is going on, Jeff, over there?
Oh, the sun is moving.
Oh, I'm thinking someone threw a smoke bomb in your room.
No.
Um, let's talk about WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah, better.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It was the glare. That's what it is.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was listening to not not Sam and Busted Open conversation, and I was telling
Oh
this to
shit.
Jeff, right? So I was listening to Sam talk, right, and he was saying that it's a possibility that Cody Rhodes can lose at night, lose again,
Pedro will
and
be happy about that.
of course, but
The world gonna burn if that happens.
he's saying that he's gonna lose because they're looking at it as a business standpoint of Roman Reigns beating Hogan's streak.
Yeah,
Hogan's reign.
and that's been going on for a while. That
No,
whole
yeah, it
streak.
is right. So the way he was saying it was like Roman can beat Cody, right? Cody can sit there and wrestle him again another time, and that's a notion I don't like. Another time, but it's like
Yeah,
because the way he put it was like, think about it. This is one in a lifetime, especially in the modern day today. How many times will anyone get that chance of getting close to beating Hogan's record?
yeah, that's not gonna
Like,
happen in a
it's
while.
lightning in a bottle. It's never gonna happen ever again.
Yeah,
So it's one of those things. If you look at it as a business standpoint, like why not have Roman Reigns in the modern era be number 3 as the
yeah.
longest reigning WWE champion?
No one's beating Bob Backlund or
No,
Bruno Sammartino's
no,
record.
they never
That's
gonna go.
that's for sure.
He's never gonna catch Bob Backlund, and he's never gonna catch up to Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah,
But
but to be he's this close to Hogan's record, so
but to have Roman Reigns be number 3 in the modern era, which would never happen again. So if you look at it in that way, it's scary because they can sit there and be like, "Yo, this is one in a lifetime. This will never happen. This is history in the making. People are going to talk about this for years and years and years to come. It's never going to happen in wrestling ever again." Right? But
and then you can have Hogan in the crowd the day Roman breaks his record, like
that too.
like when LeBron broke Kareem's scoring record, he was in the crowd.
Yeah.
You know,
So
you
you
gotta
can
have
have-
Hogan
so-
pass the torch.
So it's one of those things where it's like, why would we pass that moment up? Why would we pass that moment up? Let's make history. But then again, Sam Roberts said, who else is better to take that fall than Cody?
The thing is the build up to this WrestleMania storyline for it to
No, Pedro, it's the build up, right? So last year's build up was well done. It was good, right?
but not
Cody
like
lost,
this one.
right? Cody
This one got
lost,
more
right?
meaning.
But the thing is, the way
This
Cody
one has the
lost,
rock.
the way Cody lost wasn't even clean. It was by
Solo
outside interference, right?
Yeah.
So we was getting upset that, oh man, Cody couldn't do it. Cody didn't do it. But it's like it's not his fault. Outside interference, they had to cheat, right? So we take that. All right, cool. You got that.
Mhm.
Maybe Cody, we sat there, was like, oh man, Cody got to finish the story. How did he do it? He did the redemption. He started from the bottom and worked all his way up to Royal Rumble. Won the Royal Rumble the second time.
Hell,
What is he?
he started off by going to a whole other brand. Like we was like, oh, so this rematch is never gonna happen type thing at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, so it's like, so it's basically like, how many times, like, even in this era, a lot of people never won twice in a row. So that's even historical. For Cody, in the modern era, he did it twice. Only person to do that was Stone Cold. Right? So you got to give Cody the props there, right? But then why would you have Cody go through the redemption run?
Go through all this crying, having the crowd in it like that.
Remember, they called these chapters, not storylines. These was Cody chapters.
It feels like a Harry Potter book.
Yeah,
There's seven Harry Potter books, is it?
I don't know. To be
So it's
honest,
gonna be like 7 chapters before Cody can finally win the title.
no, because like it's the way he's setting it up. It's like, yo, you can't f this up. Like he literally lost. We granted, we took that. He lost outside of interference. He went back from the bottom, worked his way up, won a Royal Rumble the second year in a row. He's going to WrestleMania. Something almost happened. He almost gave it to The Rock. Almost gave it to The Rock. Came back out. Was like, nah, I won that. I choose Roman. So now you have The Rock involved, right? And so, I was telling Jeff this today on the train. I was like, the way Sam Roberts was talking about it as a business point, it totally makes sense. History, never would happen ever again. In the modern era, Roman would be number 3 longest WWE champion.
I mean,
good on paper.
I don't know. I disagree with that because that's like a short-term business game, which is what WCW used to do.
Jeff, see, that's the cheap way.
Yeah.
I would see it as. That's too cheap. Like, come on, really? You want to do it just for history? And no one, to be honest with you, a lot of people's not going to talk about this because think about it. We never talked about Hogan's reign.
I think more people will talk about how disappointed they were that Cody lost that night.
And
How that's a turning point because I don't know, something like this I feel like would actually piss off a lot of people.
Jeff, last year pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah,
but we took that. We took that. We was like, all right, cool, no problem. Cody's gonna come back. He got to finish. He's gonna come back.
And it didn't piss me off. That's for sure.
Of course.
No. I mean, Pedro's okay, but like, yeah, because it isn't just about Roman winning. It's more about another year more of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, as a business standpoint and making history and stuff like that, like I said, none of us sat there and talked about, yeah, man, Hogan is that longest reigning champion. Never talked about that.
Because no one's ever thought anybody would get this close.
Like, don't get me wrong. Only person I knew that was the longest was Bruno Sammartino. That's all I knew. Like,
and that's over 2,000 days.
But that's Bruno and Bob Backlund and stuff like that. But we never brought up Hogan. We never brought up Hogan. We never brought up Tito Santana. We never brought up none of those people. We never brought up none of those people until Roman Reigns started breaking their records. And we was like, oh, wait, hold up. Hogan was the longest? Hogan's number 3?
Yeah, that's when we started researching into it. Like, oh, wait a minute.
Like I said, business, right? Understand that. That's something Vince would do. But story-wise today, the longevity of the storyline and stuff like that, having The Rock involved in the way that they're doing things today, it seems like this year, Cody can actually win now. Take away, because what is it? When Roman goes to WrestleMania on night 2, he will literally tie it up with Hogan, not as the reign, but the times he went to WrestleMania. No, the times he main evented WrestleMania, he would tie it with Hogan. That's a history moment too itself. He tied with Hogan as the most main events at WrestleMania. You can take that as a note, but then again, we never knew that either. Who followed that? But
I didn't know that until you just mentioned it right now.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is this, and I told this to Jeff on the train. This right here, him doing this, it's going to mean something. This is just my opinion. It's not true. It's not real. I don't know. This is just me talking, right? Him doing this is going to mean something. I told this to Jeff. Hold on.
Yeah, boy.
Yo, I told this to Jeff, right? I was like, imagine in the ring, bloodline rules. They're gonna lose. You can't have Roman lose night 1 and then lose night 2.
Yeah, it's gonna be win one and win. And
on top of that, you can't dangle bloodline rules versus no one's gonna be out there just 1-on-1. We had that last year. We had 1-on-1 last year. I want bloodline rules now. I want drama, right?
Because we're gonna see Civil War. Well, a war in the WWE. It's gonna be
Oh, no.
bloodline, and then everybody they
Hold on.
screwed over.
Hold on. Yo, this is what I'm thinking, right? I told this to Jeff. I don't know if it's gonna happen. It might happen. I don't know, right? Imagine bloodline rules. They beating up Cody. No one can stop him. Everyone's coming out for Cody. Everyone who the bloodline hurt, they came out. Boom, they gone. Bloodline taking them out. The Rock is out there. Mind you, The Rock is the final boss. As he
Yeah,
said,
that's what he keeps saying.
he's the final boss. So he's gonna be sitting there. Everyone's getting beat up. Cody's getting on his last leg. He can't make it. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, yep, here we go. Roman's taking it. And then on top of that, you can have Solo in the ring beating up Cody and stuff like that. And then when he gets him in a position of doing a spike, imagine The Rock does this. And then Solo does this. Does the same thing. Instead of doing this is Roman's.
Yeah.
This can be The Rock's. When they put the ones up like that, that can be The Rock's sign. And if he does that and Solo does it, instead of him spiking Cody, he spiked Roman. And then they leave him in the ring. And Jimmy, Solo, the wise man. I told Jeff brought this up. The wise man throws Roman's phone in the ring. He throws the tribal beads in the ring. And they all walk with The Rock. Because The Rock is now the high chief, which he's above the tribal chief. And he's the boss and he calls the shots. And they just screwed over Roman. Cody sees that. Well, Cody doesn't see it because he's probably out. He's gonna see he's probably gonna see a laid out Roman. He's gonna pick him up, do the 3 crossroads, and he's finally gonna win. You're gonna have 2 shocking moments. One, The Rock turned on Roman, and Cody finally finished the story.
WrestleMania can't get here any faster. It's 3 weeks from today.
Like, my thing is this: I can't see them doing Roman winning again. I can't see. I can't see that.
Like I said, if Roman wins, the world's gonna burn. If you thought when Hogan became a heel for the first time in WCW and all that garbage was thrown in the ring, imagine if Cody loses. They're gonna throw chairs, tables, garbage, diapers, everything into the ring.
You can go back and look at Cody versus Roman, and when Cody lost, no one cheered. They were just like, it was a big like, come on, yo.
Come on.
Of course not, you people.
You heard the message I put in the chat.
But imagine, because think about it. I'm thinking longevity. I'm thinking after WrestleMania. Imagine that, the shocking ending to WrestleMania. Rock turns on Roman. Cody finally finishes the story. Imagine what goes on after WrestleMania, going into
that Monday Night Raw.
Yo, imagine going into Berlin. Imagine going into, matter of fact, Backlash. All the other pay-per-views going into that. You can do a whole year storyline of The Rock, the final boss, versus Roman.
Yeah, because that match has to happen. Yeah, because that match has to happen regardless. Before Roman goes on his hiatus, because you know he is. He's gonna go on vacation.
Because think about it.
He has to fight The Rock.
Roman's gonna lose everything. No wise man, no Solo, no Jimmy, nothing. And on top of that, you got to sit there and watch Cody.
It's just rubbing it in, throwing salt into the wound for Roman.
Like, that's the only way I can see it as. Like, there ain't no way you can have Cody lose for the second year in a row.
Because who could fight this badly, this strong to get back to WrestleMania? Cody fought he went through hell.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you have him? Because this is what I was telling Jeff. He kind of had an easy last year. He came in at WrestleMania. He had the trilogy match, tore his pec, came back 6 months later, number 30 at the Rumble, won the Rumble, went straight to the main event. it's kind of an easy road. He went to. It's like
Yeah,
short,
that injury was a cop out. Like it
yeah,
gave him time to debut at the Rumble at number
yeah.
30. At number
Yeah.
30, I hate
He
the number
took
30
he
spot
took
and win it.
he took the shortcut. He took the shortcut route, right? So it's kind of like But this time he worked his way up back.
And what number he came out at the Rumble this year? It was somewhere in the 20s, obviously. I think
Yeah, I think it was like 20 something.
it was
like
in the low
it was
20s.
it was early 20s.
It was early 20s.
Because CM Punk came out number 30. So he was in the match for a while.
Yeah.
He was in the match for a while. But that's my opinion. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I'm thinking Rock turn on Roman. And then that's how you can start the Rock versus Roman for a full year going in at WrestleMania. That's the only way.
WrestleMania 41, which we'll find out night one where WrestleMania 41 is gonna be at.
Oh yeah. Here's another thing. That was just a Cody thing. Jeff, you got anything you want to say on that?
About Cody or just in general?
Just in general, with Cody in general, everything.
What about Triple H opening the doors to WWE and playing well with others?
Oh, I don't think Pedro knew
No, I don't know.
that Shayna Baszler is gonna be in GCW Bloodsport.
For real.
Yeah, and that's on Philadelphia the week of WrestleMania.
Oh, well, that's only one person.
For now, you can't give them the whole You can't give them the whole roster.
Not WrestleMania week, that's for sure. So Shane's gonna be a busy bee.
No, I think it's good. I was telling Jeff, I think this is good. Start off slow.
Mm-hmm.
Don't throw the door open. Crack it open a little bit.
Crack it open.
Let a few people squeeze out. See what happens. Test the waters.
It all started with TNA. You know, first we had Mickey James last year. This year we had the new TNA Women's Champion. So slowly, for surely. And in the game, you noticed in the 2K game, they got PWJ in it. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like the arena and everything. So they got signed with Japan. And if they're in the game, they got the arenas and stuff.
That's well, the whole New Japan thing, that's gonna take a while.
Yeah, but still, like you said, crack the door open. Don't slam it open.
That's definitely gonna take a while.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, another thing, which I think is gonna be good. The 6-pack tag match, ladder match. I was telling you,
we're gonna see a lot of dead. We're gonna see a lot of dead bodies because those is 12 people, 12 grown ass men in that ring at once.
I was telling Jeff this. I think this is their way of splitting the tag titles.
Splitting the titles, yeah.
I was telling Jeff, I think one person from one brand, one team from one brand, one team from another brand. They're gonna sit there, both climb tirelessly. One is gonna grab one, and the other one's gonna grab the other, and they're gonna sit there, probably tug of war, hit each other off, and they both gonna take it down, and they both gonna fall.
That's true. Ooh. Regardless what happens, the other brand that doesn't, whichever brand doesn't get the tag titles, they gotta get a new tag title division of tag titles in that brand because we gotta split these titles up. We can't have tag team champions for both brands in one team.
It's either that or just make it just one tag championship.
Basically, that's what they're doing now.
Just make it one tag championship. Like, if it was up to me,
it does look cool holding two titles, though.
No, it does, but it's just that one is red, one is blue. They got rid of that.
Yeah, they're not those colors no more.
They got rid of that whole red and blue joint. That's
everything is white now. It's white, right? Both brands got white. Or should I say at least Raw's titles is white?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. I think both titles is white. Raw's titles.
It's either that or whoever wins the tag titles, and I guess on Monday Night Raw they give them new tag titles. I don't know.
Well, because these titles that they have now, they look worn out.
Because I'm like, yo, then again, split it. It's either split it or just make it one title. Because I'm tired of them walking around with two tag titles. It's kind of getting boring.
Two different colors.
No, I mean, and the teams on SmackDown have nothing to compete for.
Nothing. They just there.
It's true. Because Judgment Day stuck on. Well, they're on Raw, but when they do defend, they do go to SmackDown to defend also. But they're mostly featured on Raw. They only come to SmackDown when it's time to defend the titles. On Raw, they're there starting beef, continuing their little storyline.
I think there's enough tag teams, right? There's enough tag teams, right?
Oh,
when there's 6 tag teams in the WrestleMania match,
yeah.
and you gotta compete to get into that match against other teams that are not gonna be in the in WrestleMania. That's a lot.
That's a lot of tag teams.
That's what I'm saying. It's enough tag teams. Either split them or just have just one.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think they're gonna split it.
I think what you said. 2 teams gonna grab one each color, drop, and then they're gonna have to make a ruling.
Yeah, I can see Pierce and this guy coming out, Nick
Aldis and Pierce,
both coming out saying like, well, Raw won, no, SmackDown won. Well, how about you keep the titles on your end, and I'll keep our titles on my end.
You keep your blue, we keep our red.
Like my brand won the tag titles, your brand won the tag titles. Let's keep it that way. And I think the crowd's gonna cheer for that because it's like, all right, yo, we tired of this.
That's one way for the Judgment Day to at least keep the Raw titles.
Judgment Day.
Remember, they're the ones in that match. And we can't forget Mr. Money and Mr. Senor in the Bank. He still got that.
Do you think there's a chance that Damian Priest might cash in on Gunther?
That's stupid because I want that briefcase to be cashed in the main title. I understand.
Pedro, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
You can't cash in on Cody because you know they're gonna have confetti and fireworks and all that other stuff.
It's Seth Rollins is gonna be cashed on.
You can't do it on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Drew McIntyre. You can't do it on Drew because Drew is finished.
You could do it during that tag match at the end of that tag match.
Like Drew is finishing his story, right? Yeah. My thing is this: why not for the first time? Because Gunther made the Intercontinental so prestige that it's like, yo, Cody's busy, Seth and Drew, they're busy. Why not go for something, the Intercontinental title?
So you're saying it's gonna go down the route like when what's her name? Charlotte. What was it? She won the Royal Rumble and she challenged the NXT champion.
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, the Intercontinental to me is a lot more prestige than the NXT title.
It's more, but think about it. It's that Intercontinental title is prestige now. Look how it's amazing right now. And beating Gunther is even like you'll be talked about. You beat Gunther because he's the longest reigning Intercontinental champ. Like no one's gonna beat that.
Not anytime soon. That's maybe 20, 30 years in the future.
And just think about it. If he loses it and then wins it again and still holds it, that counts. The number goes up.
Towards his combined total.
Yeah, combined total, but not days in a row.
Not days in a row. But I mean, yeah. But you know what I mean, right?
Mm-hmm,
you beat Gunther, you're going to be known as you beat the longest reigning Intercontinental champion.
And a dominant champion at that. Gunther ain't no little baby.
So I'm saying, like, what? Because I told this to Jeff. I'm like, yo, Sammy ain't winning.
Oh, no. He just needed to make it a WrestleMania.
The reason why I say Sammy not winning is because, one, Sammy already had his WrestleMania moment last year. Mm-hmm. And two, Sammy moment is coming up in Toronto.
Back in his home country.
Yeah. There ain't no way. Sammy losing.
Yeah.
But I'm saying hard hitting match. Sammy taking Gunther to his limit. Gunther raises the thing. Judgment Day comes out.
Then you hear the Judgment Day music.
I'm telling you, the crowd is going to cheer for that because it was like, yo, think about it. The Money in the Bank is not just for the world title. That's
it's for whatever title they want.
That's the way it was imprinted in our head. It's only for that title, only for the top title, nothing else. Damian Priest can sit there and change all of that and say the Money in the Bank is for all titles.
And remember, they've been planting the seeds with the Judgment Day and Gunther.
Yeah.
Like first they had Dominic go after him.
Yes.
Then JD in the tournament to get to him.
And what did Damian Priest say? He goes, "I got the Money in the Bank. I could go for any championship." That's what I'm saying.
No.
So it's like
I remember Austin Theory also tried to cash in for the US title. And he failed.
That too. That's what I'm saying. So why not make the Money in the Bank not just for the high title, all titles? Break the mold. No one's going to be upset that Damian Priest cashing on Gunther.
They'll definitely be if he cashes in on Cody. If you want heat, if you want heat, that's the way to go.
No. That's I'm taking you.
I'm not saying it'll be a successful cash in.
Like God,
he can cash in on Cody, and Cody just crossroads him right there, or hit him with a Cody cutter from out of nowhere.
But I'm just saying.
But I understand the Intercontinental is a lot.
Why not make
the more sensible choice?
Why not make it so you can go for and cash in on anybody? Like anyone can get it. You think you safe with the US title? You ain't safe. You think you safe with the Intercontinental? You ain't safe. Same thing with North American. All those titles, y'all not safe.
And keep in mind, like I said back at Elimination Chamber, I knew there was going to be a triple threat for the US title. So whoever wins that match is going to be extremely tired. So why not cash it in there too? But Intercontinental's more up there.
It's more prestige. Like, don't get me wrong. Logan Paul did make the United States champ. It's that belt is still relevant.
And he's been coming through every week.
Like, I remember it's been forgotten for years, but the US title is relevant. The Intercontinental title is prestige. Remember when we used to go on pay-per-views and none of those titles would be on the line?
None of them.
Which Intercontinental champion?
I think there's been a couple WrestleManias because for me, every WrestleMania, every title should be defended.
Yeah.
And there was a couple WrestleManias that a couple of them weren't even thought about.
No, because that's the thing I hate about it. Like, that's stupid. You got the champion just sitting in the back. You can't have a WrestleMania match? Like, come on.
One of your champions not be at WrestleMania? Come on. They gotta have all titles defended.
Here's another thing that's been racking my brain, right? And we talked about it before we started. There ain't no way you can't have Bianca Belair not be on WrestleMania.
Have to. She's been on fire. She's like starting her own Undertaker streak at WrestleMania.
Yo, that's what I said. She have a streak she never lost. I mean, as a singles, she never lost.
Exactly.
She have a streak going. And I'm like, you can't have her sit there at the WrestleMania press conference and talk and then not have her on the show.
They're not having that. Yeah. What's she gonna be? What's she gonna be, a host?
Come on, Bill.
A host. I mean, how many wins does she have? Can't be that much though.
It's not a lot, but ever since she's debuted in the main roster, every WrestleMania she's gone, she's won.
Yeah, she's been every WrestleMania she's been, she's won. She never lost.
Yeah, she don't got double-digit years yet, but still, it's a start.
Yeah, it's still single digits. Remember,
I think it's like 4 or 5.
It's maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5. You gotta have her there.
I was thinking Dakota Kai, the Kabuki Warriors versus Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade.
But we still need Jade to show up again. I mean, Jade's another one. She's been showing up in front of the Kabuki Warriors, just looking at Io, looking her up and down. So you already know that. And then obviously Naomi helped Bailey last night. Knew that was happening.
So you can tell they setting something up. They
But
said something.
remember, Bianca is on that Drew McIntyre stuff. Mind your
Oh, yeah.
time, mind your business type stuff.
She's starting to become a hater.
Exactly. But still, that's still showing that she's gonna be involved in some way, some fashion into the match.
Oh yeah, and this is the last thing. The last thing before we go.
Hollywood rock music.
No. The Rock said something interesting yesterday, right?
Mhm.
So so Cody, right? He did his promo, and first of all, I like the fact that they brought up Seth Rollins can actually turn on Cody, and then I'm
Mhm.
sitting there like it doesn't make sense.
That's true.
I mean, it could make sense, but then again, it don't make sense. Like it could make sense because Cody beat him and he never beat Cody, and he could feel some type of way.
He beat him at his WrestleMania
You
debut.
know?
He beat him in that Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, so it's like he could have a bitter thing like Cody never beat me and all the other stuff. But then again, that makes no sense. Like you lost 3 times. Why are you bitter about that? You the world champion. He's not
Yeah, why
champion.
why why you why you gonna waste your time screw someone over when you have a title match of
Yeah,
your own the next night?
yeah, that makes no sense, right? Um, so they brought that up, and then Cody was like, "Yo, I have to win this match because when I win this match, I can't give my title to my father."
That's
So
what
he
it
said,
is.
"What I could do is I could give it to my mother," and he
Mhm.
started to cry. And then I'm like, "Damn it, Cody! Now you're making me. Now you doing it again. You're
The,
getting us to
the
the point where it's like, nah, Cody gotta win now because now he gotta give it to his mother."
the Rock is active reloading his
And check
bullets
this
right
out.
there.
Last year, Cody's mother wasn't there.
Mm.
His wife and
His
daughter
wife
was
and daughter was there.
there. This year, his mother's gonna be in front row
Front row.
watching, and he wants to hand it to his mother. Just think about the picture of Cody finally finishing the story. He's gonna be crying. He's gonna be mad
That's what I was about
emotional.
to say. If you thought he was crying last week, WrestleMania, those tears is gonna fill up a
And
bucket.
the reason why I say that it's going to be such a crazy moment because just me thinking about it, it goes all the way back to when Cody first debuted, and then all the stuff that he went through, all the championship that he won, becoming Stardust, leaving, going on the indie circuit,
Starting his own promotion,
starting his own promotion, starting up AEW, becoming an EVP. That's not working out for him. He wants something
winning the Royal Rumble 2 years in a row.
like 2 years in a row, main event at WrestleMania. Never thought he could do it. Doing it 2 times in a row. Finally finishing the story, handing the title to his mother. Confetti going down, fireworks going off. Everyone's happy. Everyone's celebrating. I think that moment is better than the Rock at the Roman winning and Roman
Ah,
winning a freaking like Roman tie like beating Hogan reign. Like that makes no sense to me. But
yeah, yeah.
like I said, but going back, Rock said something interesting. He goes, "Oh, you're not going to be holding the WWE title. That's Roman's belt. But there is
It's
a
not.
belt you're
It's
going to
not.
be holding.
Yeah,
You're going to be holding my belt
with Cody's blood.
with blood, sweat, and respect. You're going to hold that belt. That's the belt you're going to be holding."
Mama Rose.
So, and the thing is this that The Rock said yesterday on SmackDown. He said something very interesting, and this is the second time he said it. Seth Rollins, that belt you holding, I'm going to make it disappear. I was telling Jeff this. Imagine Drew made a deal with The Rock.
You know because he's been winning his last few matches due to interference from the bloodline.
Yes. Yes. And he has no problem with it.
He doesn't.
He said it. He goes, I had problems with the bloodline, but things happen in my favor, so I took it. So imagine that. Because mind you, it wasn't The Rock's bloodline that messed him up. It was Roman's.
It was Roman's bloodline.
So imagine him
That's when
Working.
Dwayne. That's when Dwayne and his thumb come out. That's when
Yeah,
Dwayne.
this is the new sign. Not this. This is the new one. This is the Rock's one. But imagine seeing Drew McIntyre shaking hands with the Rock. We get that exclusive backstage joint or whatever, and you see him shaking hands with the final boss.
Now we won't see that. That we'll see that handshake, but we gotta see him betray Seth first.
Yeah.
Like screw Seth over for the belt. Then
Like someone from the
we'll see
bloodline
him
had to screw Seth over in his match, and then we would know that you can either have it to the point where the Rock could come out and meet Drew at the entrance and shake his hand, or give him a nod, or have the Rock sit there and clap, and then you can have him shake his hand. That will put a lot of heat on Drew, and then you can be like, "Damn, this dude, like he went to the Rock for this."
Yeah. Mr. I could do it all by myself, Mr.
Yeah.
I'm my own business.
I'm just saying, like, I think I don't know. This is just speculation. This is just my opinion. I don't know.
If there was a WrestleMania I could go to, this would be would be the one.
Yo, you do know the night after WrestleMania is in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Ooh, that Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. I know for a fact that train's gonna be sold out.
But the one that I would rather go to is that SmackDown, because that's where Cody's gonna be at.
No, Cody's gonna be at Monday night.
Yeah, but since he's gonna win, if he wins, that's the SmackDown title. That's the SmackDown title.
Nah, you can't have Cody not show up on Monday after WrestleMania.
And you know, and then if Drew does win the way you're saying, he's definitely gonna be on Raw talking the trash.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying it would be so like WrestleMania ain't coming fast enough, yo.
And keep in mind, CM Punk is gonna. I heard he's gonna be on that Friday before WrestleMania. He's gonna be there. Not like to rush CM Punk, but CM Punk's gonna be like in commentary, talking in the mic.
I hope so. I hope he's at commentating. I hope he's there. The thing is this, right? And if Drew resign, let's say if Drew wins, then he definitely resign with WWE.
Has to,
right?
Has to. You're not gonna win the belt.
Yo, having Drew have the belt and hold it until CM Punk comes, and then have the Drew versus CM Punk feud for the World Championship.
I mean, it has to happen because Drew's been cursing out CM Punk for a while. Why build this up and not sign with the company?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And going with Cody Rhodes, imagine the fuse that's gonna come with Cody. Imagine teacher versus student. Randy versus Cody. And I'm talking about heel Randy, not good guy Randy. Heel Randy.
I like the heel Randy better anyways.
I think
he's more ruthless. The voices is louder.
And then we could get a Seth Rollins versus Cody. Again, for this time for the type. It's so many things you can do. But yeah, I don't know. Anything else y'all want to add?
That Hollywood Rock theme is back.
Oh no,
the Rock's entrance evolves every week. It gets better every week.
I jumped out of my seat. And I'm sitting here, I sit here on my couch and I'm sitting here watching. He comes out. First of all, that entrance is amazing.
Always.
Amazing. He comes out.
That's gotta be his entrance until he died.
Oh no, the Thunder thing?
Yes.
No, he bet
that makes him look like Black Adam just popped out of nowhere. It just looks cool.
And not just that, it's the cool way is when he's walking through the ramp and you can see like the lightning and you can see his like shadow taking steps.
Yeah.
Further.
And then that final pose when all the lights hit him. Ooh.
It's like Black Adam.
Ooh. It's like The Rock, yo. It starts giving me goosebumps.
Nah, I'm excited. Like WrestleMania is not coming fast enough.
When that song dropped, I'm like, oh. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh.
Like it's not coming fast enough.
And then you know how WrestleMania is. for most of these entrances at WrestleMania, they go up a notch. Like they do some remix just for WrestleMania. So
Oh yeah,
what is The Rock gonna have?
I told Jeff this morning. Like I can't wait to see the entrances. I don't,
Oh yeah,
I,
no, that tag match is gonna be entrance system match.
Yeah,
no,
because that's the
no,
only time
yo,
The Rock only has that one match, so his entrance
Jeff,
gotta be.
that tag match, they're gonna be cutting through the entrances like crazy. They ain't gonna have all of them come out. Some of them probably might be in the ring already, or they might do entrances, but then as soon as you get halfway to the entrance, another person's coming out.
Oh no, no, I was talking about the main event tag match.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Roman Rock versus Seth and Cody.
I told Jeff this. One of them better have Samoan dance.
Oh, Samoan dance.
Yes,
Most likely The Rock.
I want to see Samoans come out and doing all the flames and all this other stuff, and then a rock. If you smell, dun, 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 dun,
And then don't
dun,
forget we got the twins going after each other also at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, even that. You get who's Rikishi and who's gonna be in the
Who's
corner?
Rikishi gonna? Who's
Yo,
gonna? Yeah, who's
imagine,
Rikishi gonna choose?
Yo, imagine they both come out, and then before they even fight, Rikishi comes out.
Try to settle. Try to calm down the feud and try to get them back together. They at the end of the match somehow Jay gets into Jimmy's head and they get back together and then they betray Roman night 2.
You can always be like, they always fight. They always had fights when they was young,
like brothers.
This is nothing new. You gotta let them out. You gotta let them. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's what Rikishi said. I gotta look at his podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I think he probably said something like, "They gotta let it out." This is what family does. Like we gotta. Sometimes we just gotta fight.
And if you've seen these interviews that Jay be having, he's still like praising Steph, Roman, and all of them. Like he's not saying nothing bad about them in these interviews. In these interviews, he's like, "Yo, no one could beat the tribal chief." He still calls him the tribal chief to this day.
He said he's still. It doesn't matter if you out the bloodline. He's still bloodline.
Yeah, he's still blood. Yeah.
He said he's still bloodline. Just that he's just on the other side. He goes, they know they could come. They could come on the other side. I'm here.
Always.
So he's still bloodline, but just on Raw.
So you're thinking once Roman gets betrayed and all that, and he becomes a babyface, Jay's gonna be on his side?
I told this to Jeff. That's the first person Roman's gonna go to.
To Jay? No, straight to Jay.
He's gonna go straight to Jay. Me, I already set up a War Games match.
Rock's bloodline versus Roman's bloodline.
Yeah,
but we're gonna need a lot more members on Roman's side.
No, you don't know. They don't have to be Samoan to be bloodline.
They could be Tongans.
No. I'm just saying that could be the title of it.
Just because of the two leaders.
Roman's bloodline, because they both going against each other. But I don't mean The Rock have to be in it. But I was telling this to Jeff before we leave. I was like, yo, you do know The Rock can be the Vince McMahon of this era. I mean, not Vince, Mr. McMahon, meaning that he's the boss. Meaning that The Rock doesn't have to be there every week. He could do.
He could do these interviews. He could throw these promos doing social media. He don't.
And on top of this, hold on. Now that Roman don't have a wise man, The Rock have a wise man now.
Yeah.
So you can have Paul Heyman come out and do the talking for him.
Speaking of Paul Heyman,
and then we can have call The Rock.
He already has the phone. He already has the phone.
Or you could be like, call the High Chief.
Speaking of Paul Heyman, though, who's gonna induct him in the Hall of Fame?
A lot of people saying that it could be the Undertaker.
Undertaker?
Yeah.
I didn't know they had that type of relationship.
You didn't know that was Paulie dangerously he was the manager of
when he was in WCW
of Punisher.
Yeah, when Undertaker was in WCW, I know that. Yeah, but I didn't know they were that close.
No, they was.
He managed me, Mark.
Yeah, I didn't know they were that close.
Bully Ray said it. Bully Ray said there's only a few people who can induct them, and two names that came to him. That two names he could pick out right now is Tommy Dreamer and the Undertaker.
Okay, yeah. I see Tommy Dreamer because of the ECW days.
He said that those are the only two that can legit introduce him. It's the Undertaker and
And
Tommy Dreamer.
It
What
ain't
about
Brock. I'm telling you right now, it ain't Brock.
what about Just Incredible?
Really, Jeff? Like, I don't know. It's just that they gotta pick. I mean, like last year they did have Conan come out. They
Oh,
had
for Rey
Conan to
Mysterio.
introduce him. So he could probably pick because it's up to him who he wants to pick. He could
Yeah,
pick Tommy
it
Dreamer.
doesn't matter what company the inductee. Because look at Billy when he got inducted, he was already signed with AEW when Billy Gunn was,
So it's one of the things where he could pick Tommy Dreamer. He could pick Bully Ray. Like he could they got a Legends contract. He's up on the WWE right now.
True.
You could pick the Undertaker. He could pick whoever he wants.
Why does he pick Roman?
Roman. Hey, that'll be fire.
Bill, the Roman doesn't talk. He gonna have Paul Heyman does it himself.
Paul Heyman does all the talking.
My serious answer, he'll probably pick CM Punk.
You can pick CM Punk.
Okay.
You can have CM Punk run down his whole history. So that's a good one too. You can do CM Punk. I wouldn't put Brock. Brock's not a talker, so
definitely not.
So those are three names. Those are two names under the WWE umbrella is CM Punk and Undertaker.
Yeah, but like
go outside the WWE, you can pick Tommy Dreamer or Bully Ray.
Bully, yeah. Who else? Taz, but Taz is such a WWE hater. I don't think he'll ever step in any direction of WWE.
Taz will never be invited to any WWE at all.
He's such a WWE hater. In no way.
He doesn't. No, he is. Jeff, everything he says is like negative.
It's negative. It's negative against WWE.
Everything he says is like negative.
I remember he praised Michael Cole not too long ago.
That's Michael Cole. He said
that's Michael Cole, but
that's half the battle right there.
Because to come to the Hall of Fame, he's gonna see a lot of WWE guys. See, Michael Cole is just one person, and he's just talking about it. He's not in the vicinity to talk to them.
I think, and those guys used to bash WWE in judgments.
WrestleMania game.
I don't know, but we can end it here.
Yeah, this one was a long one.
I mean, it was a good one. We didn't do one last week, so this was a good one.
Definitely.
All right, so thanks for watching the wrestling conference. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, let you know when a new wrestling conference drop. Comment below. Let us know. Do you agree? Disagree? Anything y'all want to add? Let us know. Thanks for watching the wrestling conference.
Nope.
No, it's the right way. I'm telling you, this is going to be the new way. I'm telling you.
Maybe one day, but not right now.
Right, we out.
Believe.
Thank you again for providing insights.
The tribal chief.
I look forward